The Swiss system, it's an awesome part of the tournament because we really get to start sorting these teams into who we reckon are going to be the top teams and who we reckon might be eliminated. And let's be real, both of these teams, their last opponents were FearX, but hold that thought for a sec because it is a rush and it is seemingly thwarted immediately. Reaps finds a good opening pick and the blitz goes down. Soldier, a nice attempt.
Punishing Talon. Sure, a 3v4, that's disadvantageous enough, but Misa can't really act off this, but the flash go down. He's able to find one. The F-Not might blind, and this should be a good spot for a trade. Aspie knows he's behind that pillar, spots the Amaru, misses the shots. This is a bit of a rough spot, Dev.
Yeah, how's Aspie managed to find himself between a rock and a hard place? Taken down. Big from Misa with the shotgun, 2v2 now.
They're going to face is TurdzTa with that C4 because they can still rotate through Laundry and toss it over top, but he's in Freezer right now. A good position, but a bit out of position with that secondary utility. He's able to tag up one with the Lion down. This round seems done.
But maybe not, as Misa does get a good trade on back. Very low HP. However, Hoven was caught on drone. There is a drone in Laundry. We saw it earlier, and Hoven now has pushed up aggressively. Two players he must find, both very low HP. Two flashes as well to play with on Ryder. Hoven's worried about his position being revealed on a drone. He is spotted. Ran in the corner. He needs to find both these players. Misa goes down all up to Ryder now. Hoven rotates back over again. He finds the player. And that closes the round for Bleed. What's he going to make? Taking Addict solo, very achievable. It does seem to be a pretty staple master and tower push. And with this wall already open, that does make it a bit easier. However, Soldier goes down very early. Hoven finds himself in a good position here, loses his shit.
Even in a 3v5, that may very well not be enough.
Desperate now from Royboy. Hoven's got it on lock. As everyone seems to fall one by one, very desperate now from Misa, who will prevent it from being a flawless round, but clutch potential in this position is next to zero, and he does go down. A very convincing second round.
Tower side, a player holding both of these entrances with a shotgun can really stump teams, especially if you got a great player in that position. So Hoven, well, he's fell pretty quickly. Ryder just hops into the top floor. Reaps has fallen down from Attic, and Aspie's retaken the spot. That's because, well, one, Reaps is a nasty player and can land shots like that, but also, he's got to use the impacts to destroy those Talon shields. That's a really nice rotation to get the right utility in position to stop Talon's execute. Now that we're in a 4v4 as well, and Ryder's got to push forth to get this diffuser down, this could trip them up with the low time remaining.
You said it, Reaps is the perfect operator for this position, and he finds another kill as well. Ryder now taking a huge chunk of damage. He needs to leverage himself with those Kiba barriers, with those Talon shields rather. Meanwhile, the Azami is feeling a lot of pressure, forced on back as TurdzTa, no Kiba barriers remain. But Reaps, he is the playmaker in this position, worried about this drone hold, dancing with death as the execute must come on through from Talon. They look pretty solid, they've taken down the Danger Man. And now this plant must go down. Ryder forces himself into position. Aspie cannot deny the plant. All up to TurdzTa and him to pick up the pieces and redeem this round to go 3-0 on their defense. But Talon has sprung to life. Looking phenomenal. They have this round on lockdown. TurdzTa has just about no chance of making this one work. Look at the way he's so timid on for this peak. It's just not going to happen, I can tell you right now. That's a nice first kill. 25 seconds to get the next two, though. Bit of information. He's going to have to hit some gnarly shots, but I tell you what, Talon, yeah, they're very, very much in a strong position. They are so cool, calm, and collected, and that is an easy way to lock out the round.
They can use this utility, and as the blitz goes in, those are going to be the two biggest issues they have. Look, it stops the blitz in his tracks.
The gas, very good from Reaps. And TurdzTa finds JLT. TurdzTa has this mirror window. He should be good for another one. What are PSG doing? Straight into the meat grinder. They fall one by one. Reaps has a very solid position in Freezer, all up to Royboy. And just about nothing that he can achieve here in a 1 versus 3. He's going to walk straight into the mirror window as well. What are they doing? Talon obliterated at the end of the round. They found the opening pick, but they were kept at bay. No worries from TurdzTa.
In isolation, basements, you know, a perfectly fine site to go 0-2 on, and you're attacking.
Put out by the FNAT, the Dread Mine from the Fenrir, and he falls on back again. But TurdzTa is still in a very solid position here, but Mentalist has gone down. Another opening pick for PSG Talon. But are they going to be able to convert it? They failed to do so last round. Ryder in a solid position as PSG rotate. A player now on the kids' windows.
My big concern here, I see they're trying to commit to the big window take, but Reaps down below with this shotgun. They need a solution for this. Turds supporting him, Ryder holding passively. If they don't deal with Reaps...
There's no way they can do this. Jumping straight on inside, JLT falls, and Reaps does find the kill that he was looking for and attempted to rappel inside. Ryder completely lost, completely caught. He knows a player down behind him. Looking to retake up the white stairs, but he is caught in such an awkward position in the middle of sight. Asfi misses a few bullets and looks to run away, looks to try and support his teammates. Ryder does eventually go down as the retake has come into full effect for Bleed. All up to Royboy now in a 1 versus 4. And Bleed are looking to dominate. 2 rounds in a row of utter competition thwarted. Talon desperate now. Royboy coming up the stairs. Not a lot he can do here. So many ideas, but so little time, and so few abilities to actually execute them. Turds locks in the final kill. The shit talker continues to
actually attacking anybody. There's not even anybody down below to go for a C4. Now these Vulcan packs are detonating. Talon are completely stalled out outside of the breach. No opening pick. Utility in their face. So much good positioning for Bleed. Talon might have a way out of this, but now that Hoven's getting active, it's seeming grim.
Oh, they had such a good position. They had so many opportunities, did Talon. But it has fallen 1 by 1. Ryder and Misa have gone down. The Evil Eyes still seemingly at large. I believe one has been hacked, but it is a far cry from what they need. Tursta, unchecked, unaddressed, finds another kill and another one. A flawless round to close the half. On attack, it's not been pretty for PSG Talon.
No, it's not. Fortunately right here. Okay, Soldier. Able to take the 1v1 with Asfi.
He's allowed to move up towards Trophy.
That's the one thing I think Bleed have right now is if Reeves can get a couple kills on this push into sight, it's a 4v5. You've got so little control, so little progress, but he's already cut down JLT. If they can get one more, if they can find this Azami inside a bedroom, we've got a ball game on our hands.
Soldier does find Reeves though, and a good crossfire. Misa springs into action. All up to Turd now from down below. The nades don't find a lot. They do find a bunch of damage. This is an awkward position for him, 1v4. Perhaps this is just a defender's game, Carter. 5-1 on the defense for Bleed, and now switching for Talon. They can find a little bit of confidence back. Turds, oh, what was that shot? Absolutely disgusting. Hello? 1v3 now, but yeah, this ain't happening. Talon can just sit pretty, hold back, and fire up a little bit.
It's hurting you. The Bees seem to be going into E-Box, and I imagine the push will come from this position as well. And yeah, we've got the Blitz outside a bunker. They're going to use these Beasts. They're going to jump in, but there's that utility just bleeding a little more time out of the attacking side.
Oh, good smoke, though. That does cut off this line of sight here. Mentalist starts to go deep. Oh, the gas, the crossfire, perfect from Soldier, who does start to make the attack bleed indeed. Turdstar does find his kill, his 10th of this game so far, but not nearly enough. 2 players in advantage for PSG. Turdstar has to desperately find this pick. If he gets it, no, he's not gonna. And it doesn't matter. The ifs and the buts. Reaps and 1 against 4. It's very grim for him now. PSG looking to lock out their second defense in a row. They're starting to build this momentum. Looking very solid after a very grim first half. Things are looking up for the Koreans.
Real possibility. And this hold from PSG Talon that we're seeing, again, very proactive. Azami upstairs to make acquiring this vertical control very difficult. And if Bleed don't take that control, well, I was going to say they'd be pigeonholed, but Hoven's just killed 2, and the round's wide open.
I think the round is closed, in fact, Carter, but closed is the door on Talon's face. Misa in a 1 versus 5. He finds his first. They all look to find him. Eventually he goes down, and that means match point is on the cards.
Then Royboy's still down below. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in, guys, and we've got no kill, we've got no control. You're gonna hop into big window. You better send somebody up long haul to deal with Royboy, or else this Dorm's defense is going the way of the dodo.
Activating glad.
30 seconds to play, JLT. Not going to worry about these flashes. Turdstar looks to make his way up the white stairs. JLT's gone down, though. The Mentalist down below. Through the vertical lines of sight, he ends up having success. But Misa elsewhere has seemingly thwarted this push from Bleed.
There we go!
Finds another one. Royboy goes down. Hoven's jumped in, but straight back out again. Numbers are even. But PSG might be able to hold fast on the side. It will need to be explosive from Reeves, and he finds his kill. Traded on back. Mentalist cannot get it done. PSG hold off for just a little bit longer. Boys falling on back. So after all that, PSG just give it up for free.
They do, but Bleed have to push now. They've used fire bolts and flashbangs, and Asfi has made his way down, but they need a kill in this position. Reaps can cover, he can get this trade, but the Clash can just rotate over and stall out this push entirely.
RC4 comes over, boom! Reaps is gone, and Misa can look to reaggress. Asfi finds one. He's not going to be able to actually win this duel in a 1 versus 1 against Asfi. Bleed have redeemed themselves somewhat, 4 versus 4, but DarkZero goes down. Ryder retaking this position in elbow. Likely to find a fight here, but he loses his head. Mentalist stepping up once again for Bleed, the old guard, but Hoven's gone down too. Rough position now for Bleed, 2 versus 3, still that clash at large. No firebolts to deal with it from Asfi. They have to get creative, they have to go deep, but JLT's gone down to Mentalist as well. Shield on back, gun in hand now for the clash. This is so winnable for Bleed. Asfi's come around the corner. Oh, Roy Boy, 1v2 or go bust. This could be it, Bleed. The kills come through.
1 HP.
1 HP on Mentalist. He has to clutch up big. Roy Boy needs to keep this game alive for Talon, and he does! They will not go down without a fight.
Talon did on their attacking side. Roy Boy's still here, might get a kill if he's lucky. Swings with the shotgun, there's 3 players around him. That's easy for Bleed, but the time is looking low.
Yeah, the opening pick has come through, but as you've said, there's so many more steps to go and 40 seconds to get it done now for this Asian team. Time to step up, time to spring into action. Because if not, overtime will be on the cards for Talon. Soldier looking to duel this position at Attic, but he is locked on down. Hoven goes down. But Ryder also traded on back. Reaps has sprung into action. DarkZero inches away from executing into Kitchen. Just 2 bodies to find. Misa down on the floor. All up to JLT now. We've seen a big clutch from PSG already, but it will have to be back-to-back to keep them alive, keep them in this game. The plant going down. No possibility of a plant denial from JLT.
5 seconds to go.
3 players to find. His teammate waiting on the floor for him to come and assist, but it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. In fact, it looks like this game is done. Hoven seems to think so. The early GG called out in the chat. An attempted revive. Nisa will get picked up, and there's Reaps to lock it in. Bleed. It took them a little bit longer than they expected.